Hey, it's Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for Wednesday, November 24th. So today we do have the moon moving out of its place of power in Cancer. We have had a couple of very strong emotional, intuitive days in order for us to realize what it is that we need emotionally, where it is that we're currently at, and where it is that we're being called to go from here. So the moon moving out of Cancer means that we're moving into Leo energy. We're moving from a water energy to a fire energy. We are in Sagittarius season, which means that the sun is in a fire sign, and now the moon will be in a fire sign, which is going to fire us up, make us highly excitable, highly passionate, borderline angry if we don't channel it correctly. We are definitely looking to get out of the emotional realm. We are definitely looking to have a little bit more fun in our lives. And by the time the moon actually locks into Leo energy around 11 a.m. Eastern time, we are going to have a very powerhouse kind of afternoon taking us into early evening. There are 7 different aspects taking place here today, and 6 of them involve the moon. So before the moon actually moves out of this Cancerian energy, it's going to do a little bit of a revamp, if you will, a little bit of a last little convo before moving on into this Leo energy. So the moon in Cancer makes a not so nice aspect with Jupiter. And of course, Jupiter wants us to grow and expand and magnify the possibilities, the vision for the future, where it is that we have to really push ourselves outside of our comfort zones in order to have a different outcome in our reality. And as we've been exploring the moon in Cancer, not so fond of thinking about the future, would rather sit in the emotional, nostalgic perspective of being attached to old memories and to the past. So there is going to be a little bit of a conflict here because Jupiter wants us to think futuristically. And of course, the moon, our emotions are still stuck very much in the past. The moon goes ahead and sits across from Pluto, the great transformer. Pluto likes to highlight for us the darkness, the pain, the fear, the insecurity, not to scare us into a state of paralysis, but to encourage us to use that as a motivator to make a great change. But right now, we're kind of at odds with what it is that we want, because when we think about our ambitions, when we think about what it is that we want for ourselves in the future, many of us, we want more money. We want more things. We want more, love. We want more. But our past experiences, especially where pain and fear and doubts and insecurities live alive and well in our shadow self and our unconscious self, we tend to shy away from what it is that we actually want for ourselves because it's scary. It's going to cost us to be somebody that we haven't been yet. And that total transformation, especially coming out of Scorpio season, that total transformation can be very scary to most people. Now, let me just tell you, the moon in Cancer kind of pumps the brakes. Like, no, that's okay. I'll stay in this situation. I'll be uncomfortable. I'll tough it out because I know what I'm getting here. I don't know what I'm getting if I make this transformation, if I put myself out there in a way that is raw and vulnerable, and I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to set myself up for disappointment. I don't want to set myself up for rejection or failure. So I'll just cozy up right here and stick to what it is that I know. But let me tell you, that ain't going to last very long, especially when the moon shifts into Leo. But we're not there quite yet. First, we have to talk about the fact that as the moon moves out of Cancerian energy, Mercury moves into Sagittarius. So as we've been exploring, Mercury rules over the mental plane, our thoughts, our ideas, the inner narratives that we have, rules over communication and how it is that we express ourselves. And Mercury has been doing a deep dive in our psyche, in our subconscious, in our emotions while in Scorpio energy. But now Mercury's moving into Sagittarius. Definitely check out the November energy forecast, the astro event that I put out for this. I go into a little bit more depth, a little bit more details, but basically Mercury in Sagittarius is on a quest for truth. We are elevating our mindset, elevating our inner narratives. We are on a quest to kind of cut the cord with the darkness that we've been dabbling in and just open our minds, open up our perspectives to new ways of doing things, and especially the possibilities that lay before us in the future. So we're definitely getting a huge jolt in our thinking, in our perspective, in the way that we're communicating. But again, check out that video because Mercury in Sagittarian energy can be a little bit raw, can be a little bit direct, can be a little bit blunt, and can hurt some feelings. The moon now in Leo energy. We are pumped up, we are bold, we are brave, we are courageous. We want to be heard, we want to express ourselves, we want to be playful, we want to be creative, we want to have fun. So all the hesitations that we were having in Cancer and energy, attached to the past, nostalgic, not prepared to put those emotional bags down. Well, the moon in Leo, we forgot that we were even carrying emotional baggage from the past. All we care about is this present moment. All we care about is having fun, being fired up, getting excited about life again. And the moon goes ahead and trines Mercury. So now we have the moon in a fire sign, the sun in a fire sign, and now Mercury fresh into Sagittarian energy in a fire sign. You best believe that this is going to light up our mental plane, light up our emotions. We are speaking in a way that we haven't spoken in months. We are communicating our new thoughts, our new wants, our new needs, our new desires. We are just on a brand new energy. And I'm going to tell you, again, we have to be mindful of how it is that we allow this energy to manifest because we just came out of the darkness. We talked about this in the ascension forecast. Sometimes we come out of the darkness, we come out of this funk, and we go so to the extreme of the opposite that we become manic. We become a little bit much. We become a little bit extra. We become a little bit overwhelmed. We can overstate our feelings. We can put ourselves out there in so many ways that, you know what, we might have an embarrassing moment contemplating those moments in a couple of days when this fire energy settles. But mostly ride the wave, just do it with caution, wear a life jacket, because this fire energy takes us from the low and slow cleansing, emotional, transformative energies to wanting to take action, wanting to be present in this moment, wanting to see new paths unfold, new experiences be initiated. We're all fired up, we're ready to go. We're not even thinking about the emotions that have kept us down and kept us dark for the last month. The moon sextiles the true node. This suggests that our heart and our head being fired up, being on the same page, excited about life, not looking back to the past, is all about looking to the future, is all about recognizing now where it is that maybe earlier we were a little bit scared to make a change and take an action to put ourselves out there in unfamiliar territory and see what happens. But guess what? The moon and Leo, we're not so timid. We're ready to put ourselves out there. We're ready to make a change. We're ready to do whatever it takes to align us to a different reality because we're no longer bogged down with the emotions, the memories, the unconscious dwellings of our past attachments. The moon goes ahead and trines the sun. Fire on fire. Let me tell you, this is lit up in ways that I hope you tap into the positive energies of this. Because let me tell you, if you tap into the negative, you're going to be angry. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to throw a tantrum. But I hope better for you. And you can do this by being very mindful of your energy, of your thoughts, of your feelings, and choose each and every second on how you're going to allow this energy to manifest. So the moon trining the sun is a beautiful blending of energies where we recognize that emotionally we're fired up, we're excited, we're passionate, we have new desires we want to pursue. We are just ready to put ourselves out there in a brand new way, and the sun is all about it. That is the life force, blazing a shiny bright light on the new path in which we have to travel to align ourselves to our higher meaning, to our higher purpose. We end the day off with the moon making a not so nice aspect, but not horrible aspect with Neptune. So let me tell you, the moon in Leo, very fired up, very heart-centered. We're very raw, we're very vulnerable, we're very much in tune with what it is that our heart wants from us. Neptune energy, though, is the spiritual aspect, the dreams, the insight, the intuition, the higher self, everything that is not in this present moment. And here's the thing, the moon in Leo, Neptune in its place of power in Pisces. This is going to be a little bit of a conflict because the moon in Leo just wants to be present, wants to focus on what is, and having a hard time aligning to our higher self, to our intuition in this moment because we're very ego-based. Right? The sun is, the sun in Leo especially is the heart chakra of the zodiac, but is very much our egoic identity. And this Neptune energy is our higher selves. It's our spirit. It's our soul. And we might have a hard time blending the two together because the ego is very much in this present moment, very much just wanting to experience whatever we have to experience in the here and now. And this Neptune energy, again, is everything outside of this present moment. It is past, it is future, it is blending together. It is hard to unify with our higher selves, to grasp a dream and grasp a vision that is soul-based, because the ego identity from the sun being in Sagittarius energy, the moon being in Leo, we are definitely focused in the here and now. The is what it is energy. The what kind of experiences can we have in the here and now to better our progress, our soul's evolution as we take this new journey, this new path to the new destination of the dreams and visions that we've been working so hard to actually see in our third eye, in our heart space, before we're going to see it manifest in our physical realm.